We are officially in the end game of Madden 24. We have fan appreciation. Of course, the promo where they kind of give things away, give back to the fans here in Madden 24. Is today's promo that case? We're going to find out. Looking at these cards, we're going to grade all the cards today. They're not in the catalog yet. It's like glitched, but we're going to go to the auction house and go through them. And I did buy one of the cards, so I do know how the ability makeups are. And EA's kind of caught me flat-footed the last couple weeks, doing things that they said they're not going to do on stream and changing things up. So I waited today. We waited before we graded the cards today. Of course, before we get started, if you are part, it's down to 61% of people who watch videos that are not subscribed. Not sure if that's good or bad. Does that mean, it probably means less people are watching the videos. It is June, making content, and someone's angry. You heard that. Hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications. We're going to be making Madden 24 content right into Madden 25. If you like college football, we're going to be playing college football 25. We have a second channel. Subscribe to the second channel. Link in the description for that. All that good stuff. So let's get started. Let's get started here today. Let's grade some cards. So as you can see, there are no Night Train lanes like in the catalog still. But we're still gonna look at his abilities here. So like this card, for example, the old card, he still does get mid zone, deep zone, deep in zone. I don't know if he should get deep out zone. He actually might not get deep out zone, which is gonna be a problem for a lot of people. I know he does get deep out zone. Will he get deep zone? No, they can't get deep zone. Man-to-man archetypes cannot get deep zone. So he's gonna get deep out zone. And by the way, how these cards work is I bought Arian Foster. They get all 0 AP abilities across the board, even on those non custom buckets. So if we go over to the auction house here, take a look at his stats. We're about 1 million right now. And again, if you want to buy these cards, hold off until next week. They're gonna be dropping sets for these cards, so that should drastically drive down their price. Right now, only way you can get them is through your variety packs or whatever. It's got someone just bought Night Train Lane. Congratulations. I probably would have waited. I'd probably wait on a lot of these cards. I really would. Let's see the attributes here on Night Train. 99 speed. Give me a very good tackling corner as he normally is. And his discounted abilities, his custom buckets. It's going to be, I'll tell you in a second. It's going to be pick artist, 0, flat zone 0, deep route 0, acrobat 0, medium route. So if you're playing more of a zone look, you might actually go acrobat, pick artist, flat zone, and then you are going to get mid zone or deep out zone. You're not going to get deep zone, but deep in or deep out, depending on where you're going to play the card. You can obviously play safety with these tackling stats. I can really play anywhere. So Night Train Lane 1 I definitely like, and he's always good after the catch too, which makes a difference. I have a guy like Sauce Gardner on my team. Whenever I get picked with Sauce Gardner, he doesn't move good after the interception, which does kind of go a long way. And you being able to use pick artist if you're in a zone scheme, even a man scheme at that. I mean, you can go medium route, deep route, and short route. I mean, that's a pretty good combo. So Night Train Lane, very solid cornerback in this game. And of course, you are also going to get the charge up X factors on these cards as well, which is also a big deal. Charge up X factors obviously go a long way. You could just go reinforcement with mid zone if you really wanted to do that, and then play man with the card. If you play kind of both, it is kind of up to you. But he does get that option. So Night Train Lane, he should also get one step ahead as well. Should get one step. Yeah, he'll get one step. So Night Train Lane, one of the better corners in the game. I mean, I know we're kind of getting so many corners. It's tough to grade these cards at this point of the year, but Night Train, his cards I feel like recently haven't been playing as good. I'm gonna go AA plus on this card, but again, it's just so tough to grade these cards at the end. Like at the end of the year, you really got to split hairs. It is genuinely really tough here. So let's take a look. Let's go to our next card here. We're gonna take a look at Ed Too Tall Jones. But fan appreciation as far as the names go, I do like the names. I'm a fan of the names that came out of this promo today. Only 600k-ish for Ed Too Tall. I feel like his price will probably go up, but also you're able to get some of these packs through the field pass as well. So, maybe you pull something out of there. Maybe that'll drive down some prices, but good stats. Ed Too Tall always plays pretty well in game. Good COD, good impact block, and he's solid. And for his abilities, Night Train Lane, or not Night Train Lane, Ed Too Tall, all these multiple syllable names here. We got inside stuff, double or nothing, speedster, edge threat, no outsiders, with secondary right end. Of course, charge ups are big and unstoppable force. He does not get the X factor in any of the ability slots. None of these cards really do, besides I think one of the LTDs. But Ed Too Tall, just give me a solid edge rusher in the game. Let me look at old Ed Too Tall cards here. Old Ed Too Tall cards. If you haven't seen like a primary position Ed Too Tall since December, and his traits are 1 of 3. There's a chance they change this. There's a chance, but I really doubt it. Man. I really doubt it. I feel we're just getting Ed Too Talls every single like just getting spam with Ed Too Talls and spam with the same names. As of late, You know, I feel like in the last 2-3 years, we've just kind of been getting recycled with the same positions, stuff like that. It is what it is, though. Hey, too tall? Let's give him a, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. And obviously, all the 0 AP stuff. Again, it's like an AA+. It really is. Is he perfect? I would say no. I'd probably lean A, because he's not perfect. Like, if he had Unstoppable Force as an ability, that, to me, would be perfect compared to what we have now. And there's also 2 cards I do want to look at real quick. Let's go over to the computer. That's the welcome pack stuff. Plesko Burris and Ryan Clark. I think you got to go A+ for these cards. They, of course, do get good abilities. They're going to get all the 0 AP abilities. But, of course, they're free. That's probably one of the most important parts. And they get 5x buckets for NFL team camps, meaning that you get any NFL team camps. You can go 5x Bengals, or you can go, 3x Bengals and, 1x Miami and maybe 1x Jets if you want to. You can do whatever you want there. But probably the moves can be 5x. A lot of people aren't really running hybrid theme teams. If you are, you can, of course, split that up however you want. But he's good. He's very good. Plesko Burris is very good. And same with Ryan Clark. I think they're both A+ cards. And Ryan Clark, only 5'11", but of course, we'll get charge X factors, and we'll get whatever zone KOs you desire. I mean, mid zone, deep zone, and avalanche. Sure, that's a good combo right there. Or tackle supreme, mid zone, deep zone, tackle supreme. Sure, I like that too. I like that. I do like that. So that's what I'll go with. I think they're both A+. Is it easier just to look at it down here? I feel like it's just easier. I mean, we know some of the abilities. We know all the 0 APs. An all 0 AP receiver who's only 5'10". This is gonna be an A+. I think it's gonna be an A+. What does this guy say? Damn great cards, but they're worthless without passive X factors. I would kind of disagree. I mean, it would have been nice if they had them, but I still think they're good. I still think they're good cards. I mean, obviously, yak them up on Deshaun Jackson would have been great. Would have been great to get that kind of passive. I guess I see what this guy is saying. Like, these cards really, it's tough for these cards to compare to the cards that do get the passive X factors. So, does that put them behind? Like, if we're splitting hairs in June, does that put them all, like, they can't be A+ because they don't have the, you know what I mean? We gotta start talking about that. You know what I mean? Because obviously the consistency of the X factor being on all the time and can't be wiped with momentum shift, especially with more people running momentum shift with Aiden Hutchinson, is actually kind of a big deal. So Sean Jackson I do like a lot though. I mean, 5'10", people, if you're looking for the small receiver in your receiving core, he's a great option. But I feel like wide receiver abilities this year, you can load him on this guy. Obviously, he's gonna get return man, route tech, evasive playmaker, all that good stuff. You can just load it up on him. But receiver abilities, yeah, they're okay this year. You really won't. You probably will feel a slight difference between this card and the earlier Tyreek Hill card that we had for AKA. I guess the big thing would just be the length, the X factors on. Deshaun Jackson, let's go A. Let's go A. Because again, this guy's right. The pre-lits, you got to split hairs in June. We're splitting hairs in June. Here's what I really like: Arian Foster. I think I'm gonna be dropping a running back tier list here in the next couple days. But Arian Foster is a solid one here, man. I'll also do a gameplay on Arian Foster today as well. Gets all the 0 AP abilities. You can go, you get tank, you get better pass catching stuff, you get energized, you get evasive, you get everything you want in a running back besides the the freight trainer angry runs as an ability, which I think those guys automatically go ahead. It's on the whole game and cannot get wiped, which just makes it that much better. But his build, 6'1", 227, is like perfect. He's gonna move great. He's gonna play great. I'm gonna go AA+ for Arian Foster. I think he's definitely a top 10 running back and an S tier running back in the game right now, based off his movement. Is there better than him? Yeah, sure, but definitely a solid option. Definitely really good for Arian Foster. We already talked about Ed Too Tall. We have, I think there's a couple more non-LTDs here. Let's head over to Clay Matthews, a card that, I think will be pretty good. He's got only 99 power moves, 81 finesse moves. He'll be, he's probably like an AA-, honestly, because I think it's June. You want to have guys that can pass rush in both ways. Also, let's take a look at Clay Matthews, his previous card, see what his traits are looking like. And I think he did actually have so he had perfect traits. It's interesting. Wait, why did they, on this card, he's got 87 finesse moves. But then on this card, he has 81. He went backwards. Interesting concept by EA Sports right there. But we'll get the charge X factors, edge threat, elite's good, double or nothing, tackle, supreme, tip drill. I think he's honestly an A-. We do better pass rushers right now in the game. Of course, the guys that get the abilities. And he's not. This is an interesting stat right here. But it is correct. It is what it said on the reel. So, yeah, play. One of the bottom end ones here today. Warren Moon. Warren Moon has Slinger 5. Slinger 5, it's not an awful release, okay? It's not bad. You're going to obviously be able to put Gunslinger on him, and all the 0 AP abilities, it could have him looking like Brady. it probably, I might take a look at this card today, but it might have him looking like Brady because he's able to get, yeah, Hot Route Master 0, Set Feet 0, Gift Wrap, you don't need to put, you probably would want to go Gunslinger, Hot Route, Set Feet. You'll get Fearless for free. I actually should probably buy this card just to see if he's real. Let me buy him real quick. I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Okay, we got our hands on Warren Moon. 800K, about 8, I think it was like 820 for him. But let's see if he gets like the Fearless and stuff for free. Is like tack free. You know, tack's still gonna be 1. Which I don't even hate really doing. Does he get Angry Runs? He does get Angry Runs as well, which I like on my QB. Also Omaha's there. So that is obviously pretty good. But see all the 0 AP abilities. He's kind of Brady-like. You can make a really good 0 AP setup. If you don't, I mean, you probably can fill this thing up pretty nicely. Let me just kind of think of a setup, and then we'll try to. I like that. Was Threat Detector 0? Oh, it's 2 still. Okay, Threat Detector still being 2 is crazy. And then here, like, what do you even put? I guess you can put like dashing, I guess. But you only have Set Feet lead, right? So if you get pass lead's 2 here, so you definitely want to use Set Feet. You could also maybe go Gift Wrap. Nah, Gift Wrap in one of those slots doesn't make sense. But like, what do you even go here? I guess you go Roaming here because we have Set Feet, so we'll go Roaming, and then what do we go here? Maybe we go Conductor because we're not using Tack, so we're gonna use Conductor there, and then we'll use Gift Wrapped here, and then you're able to use your Angry Run. So that's right. Here's a 1 AP setup on Warren Moon, with a decent release. Is he better than Brady? I don't think he's better than Brady because of the release, but still a really good QB option. I think he's honestly an A+ QB. Despite not getting like an X Factor as an ability, I think like this ability setup's really tough to beat. Like all these 0 APs, you have a pretty complete QB with Angry Runs. He's a solid option, can move well. It's A+ for Warren Moon, looks pretty good. Back to the computer here, we got Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp was kind of done dirty, I won't lie. A little bit, because, you know, he's behind the pass rushers that get Unstoppable Force and Colossus and all that stuff. He is going to get, obviously, the X Factors, all that good stuff, inside stuff, secure tackler, interior threat, goal line stuff, and under pressure, which is pretty good. I mean, he's going to play well because Warren Sapp cards traditionally do play well. Let me see if the catalog's been updated yet. No, it has not yet been updated. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I think he's probably A. He'll play well. He'll move well. It's Warren Sapp. He always does well. Will Shields, one I definitely like. Offensive lineman. He's going to get all the 0 AP, secure protector, linchpin, post up, Natch Streak, Matador. So you get all that stuff. I think he's an A+. He's a top end lineman in the game right now for sure. Because linemen, they don't get special X Factor. So Will Shields, dog, securing all that other stuff for 0 AP. And you can really run it. You get more 0 AP abilities as well on top of that. Julius Thomas, he's our first LTDs. Wait, are we on the LTDs yet? And we still have Drew Archer. Okay, yeah, Drew Archer is the much better running backs in the game. Yes, he's probably like a C tier card, and then Aeneas Williams is probably like in June he's like looking at like probably like an F tier card. I mean, it didn't mention abilities on these guys, but like I'm good on him. You know what I mean? Let's get into our LTDs. Julius Thomas, 6'5", big body, tight end. He's gonna get short out, short in, deep elite, tight end, apprentice, and tank. I wonder if he's gonna get jukebox. I wonder, like, we're still up in the air, but again, I think he's over the weight threshold, so he's still gonna have the big juke move. But again, this is also true here. This happened to me with Joe Klecko. I have Joe Klecko with the 3x Jets chems, but then he gets a new upgrade that does not get 3x, and you kind of have to switch around the team a lot to use the better card. I feel like they should give the cards that previously had diamonds 3x chems. Julius Thomas, he's solid. I would go AA+ for Julius Thomas. I think that's a safe spot for him. A Junior Seau. Just looking at the linebackers in the game right now, I think you gotta consider him as an A+ guy as well. He's 6'3", got good size, good strength, good stats. Lurk Artist, Avalanche, Secure. Yeah, because I guess you will be able to put an Enforcer Supreme on him. I guess you will be able to, but I think he's still an AA+ guy. Probably more like AA-, honestly, with some of the users and linebackers we have in the game right now. Ty Law, 5'11", he's gonna get deep zone, mid zone, flat zone. You can run that setup for free. So this card sucks, LTD question mark. Yeah, I wish he had like a secure tackler or a tackle supreme in this slot, because he most likely will not be able to get it in his other slots, as corners need to have very high tackling if it's not one of their custom buckets in order for them to get it. So that's kind of a downfall on him. As far as corners go in this game, deep zone, mid zone, flat zone is good. It's good. Bench press, Lurk Artist, okay. It's not like, and even charge up X Factors on corners are not as good either. as they only have like 4 options pretty much. So you probably would go bench press honestly on him, as universal wouldn't make a difference if you go deep zone, flat zone, mid zone, or just deep zone, mid zone, whatever you want to run. So yeah, Ty Law, I'm gonna go with a solid firm A on him. And we also have Alshon. Did I mention? Yeah, we talked about Alshon Jeffrey already. Is that our last card? The last one? Yeah, we got Alshon Jeffrey. 6'3", so bigger body, wide receiver. People, who don't like them, look away, go get the Sean Jackson. But we match up Nightmare, mid-out elite, mid-in, red zone threat, and all the zero AP abilities that you could ever imagine. And he's going to have the good juke, and he's 6'3". This card's going to be very, very good. Again, I'm going to go A, just because no yak. Imagine this card had like a Moss, like, it's June. Give him like the Moss ability on the whole game. Would have been pretty cool. But Alshon Jeffrey, man, most people don't know how good prime Alshon Jeffrey was. He was a stud. Definitely a cool card to see. So I'm happy with today's fan appreciations. The names, the way the promo is structured, it doesn't feel very appreciative. And it feels like spend your coins before RPs. What it feels like. And I've done that today, just making this video alone. And also the gameplays that are coming out later today. Make sure you are subscribed and notice on if you want to see when those gameplays do come out. And of course, as always, thank you for watching today's video. And did I miss anybody? I feel like I went like in a weird order today. I don't think I did. But of course, thank you for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you boys in the next one, which will be in about an hour, 30 minutes.